Hey folks, happy Monday to you. We continue our pastor's devotional using our May prayer calendar from First United Methodist Church, Chula Vista. If you need a copy of the calendar, every day on our Facebook page, the devotional comes out every morning. Also on our website, fumccv.org, you can access the prayer calendar. So it is Monday, May 17th, and the mission organization that we are praying for today is the United Community Centers, Riley Center in Birmingham, Alabama. Now, if you look this up, what you'll see is that this is a sort of conglomeration of multiple different mission organizations, agencies. One of them that has their roots in United Methodism. And these different organizations, agencies come together to provide all kinds of services in some overlooked, underprivileged areas, impoverished. And they do a lot of housing, a lot of feeding, a lot of after school enrichment, education kind of stuff. Again, like so many of these organizations, providing for people in the community that might, the kind of provision, so especially with the kind of enrichment and after school education, just trying to raise the level of education, of activity, of awareness, of ability in that community so that maybe the next generations are more self-sustaining and not as susceptible to poverty. Important work, and we've seen in so many different organizations during these 2 months of praying for them. So opening your Bibles to Joshua chapter 24. Now, Joshua is relatively early in the Old Testament, right after Deuteronomy. So Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua. Chapter 24. And I don't remember if I did this verse not too long ago, maybe. But I'm always studying some things for Bible study, some things for these devotionals, other things for the sermon. So I sort of forget which of those areas that I shared this with. But as you're turning to Joshua 24, so remember Joshua was a leader who took over for Moses. Moses led the people out of Egypt on the precipice of the promised land. He dies. Joshua becomes the successor of Moses, leads the people into the promised land. When they get there, though, it's not all like roses and great life. There's people living there. There's terrible wars. The people are spread apart and lots of destruction and life loss, a very difficult time. At the end of that time, Joshua sort of draws the people back together. And it's in drawing the people back together that he gives them this speech about staying faithful to the covenant. And this verse is a part of that speech. So go to chapter 24, verse 15. And I'm going to read all of it, but then focus just on the last. Now, if you are unwilling to serve the Lord, choose this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your ancestors served in the region beyond the river or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you are living. And then this is what I really want us to hear. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Now, some of you probably have a sign hanging up in your painting, some kind of piece of work of art that has that saying on it. You might have a bumper sticker. You've seen it all over, Pinterest and on your social media posts, all of that. It's very famous. And the reason why I went back to it today is because I so appreciate these organizations like the United Community Centers in Birmingham, Alabama, that essentially that's a statement they're making. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. And what they're doing is they're enlarging their household. They are including more people in their statement. They're not just talking about me and my household as those who live in my nuclear family under the roof that I pay rent or the mortgage for. But they're saying every kid in this community, every single mom in this community, every widow in this community, every family, whether they're struggling or they're thriving, they belong to us because we belong to one another. And together we will say, but as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. So who is it that has included you so generously in their household, serving the Lord through the years? And who is it that you have the opportunity now to provide that space for? God bless. Have a great day.